Time is running out quickly for members of a House Senate Farm Bill Conference Committee to find a middle ground in their negotiations for a new 2018 Farm Bill. Chairman of the House Ag Committee is Representative Mike Conaway. He spoke to farmers and ranchers last week at the Southwest Council of Agribusiness meeting in Lubbock, telling the group that other than the two titles, all others are still in flux. 4 areas where the members are focusing extra attention include Title I. It covers price and income supports for farmers. Title II is conservation. It helps farmers, ranchers, landowners implement conservation efforts on working lands. Another, Title IV, covers nutrition programs, helps the needy, and Title VI helps foster rural economic growth through business, community, and infrastructure investments. So far, the big 4, that's Conaway, Senator Pat Roberts, the chairman of the Senate Ag Committee from Kansas, the ranking member in the Senate, Debbie Stabenow from Michigan, and the ranking member from the House, Colin Peterson from Minnesota, have only agreed to 2 of the 12 titles. So without agreement on the other 10 and a path forward with the conference committee, the existing legislation will expire over the weekend. Conaway says there is still time left to find common ground. There are other issues than just the nutrition title, which, again, by itself, caused every member of the Democratic Party in the House to vote against the bill because of tighter work requirements. Group is expected to meet again throughout the week. Cattle and calves on feed for slaughter in the U.S. for feedlots with a capacity of 1,000 or more head, 11.1 million as of September 1st. That September inventory, 6% above last year. It's also the highest inventory in September since the series began in 1996. Placements in feedlots during August, 2.07 million head. That's 7% above last year. And net placements, just over 2 million head. Marketings of fed cattle during August totaled 1.98 million head. That was slightly above last year. And the other disappearance, 55,000 head, 12% above 2017. And in early 2018, the Trump administration, citing concerns over national security and unfair trade practices, imposed increased tariffs on certain imported products in general and on U.S. imports from China in particular. Well, several of the affected foreign trading partners, that included China, responded to the U.S. tariffs with their own retaliatory tariffs targeting various U.S. products, especially ag commodities. So USDA used its discretionary authority under the Commodity Credit Corporation to make direct payments without further congressional action, and it's historically been somewhat intermittent and limited in its scale, but the use of the authority is not without precedent. But the scope and scale of this trade aid package have increased congressional and public interest. Furthermore, significant variation in the announced Market Facilitation Program, or MFP, rates for affected commodities and the general lack of transparency behind the payment rate calculations have elicited questions about equitable treatment among the affected commodities. One in particular, corn, sitting at 1 cent per bushel, while there's a much larger payment for soybeans, wheat, cotton, and sorghum. And this is another Ag News Update. I'm Tony St. James.